Hi everyone, we're going to talk about the difference between direction and bearings, and I'm going to give two example word problems at the end of the video. So the first thing we're going to talk about is direction on this one, on the first slide. So basically, if I want to know, this is my O, the origin, so from A to O, A from O is in north 20 degrees east. That's how you write it. What this means is it's east of north, so it's 20 degrees east of north. So that's 20 degrees. And that's how you read it. East, you read this part first, just like on vectors. East of north. Alright, that's just the direction. Alright, let's look at B. Now B, let's just make up something. Let's put B. Put that at 70 degrees. So B is west of north. Is west 70 degrees of north. So that's from O. And that's how you read it. And this is based on the compass here. Alright? So you're looking at that. Now C, which is C is here. We're going to keep going by north and south on the direction. C is east of south. And it's going to be 50 degrees. So I'm going to write this as 50 degrees. So C would be east of south 50 degrees. So you write it like this. From O. You're looking at the vertical, and it's measured from the horizontal. And then D, I'm going to write this as, if you saw my colors, we're going west of south 60 degrees. So D is west of south 60 degrees from O, the origin here. Okay? Now, so that's what direction is. Okay. For bearings, a bearing is a point to the angle measure in a clockwise direction from the north line. Very specific. Alright? Okay. From the north, and we use the horizontal axis. So, I have point P, and from the north, this is 55 degrees. And from the west, I'm going to write this as, so this is 80 degrees. Alright? So these would be the directions. Now the bearing, so if I'm measuring the bearing of P from O, it's the same as the direction. So the bearing of P from O is 55 degrees. Right? However, the bearing of Q from O is not 80. So you start here, and you have to go clockwise to get to Q. Right? So basically, it's going to be 280 degrees. So from here to there, this is 280 degrees, this angle. However, the direction, of P from O, of Q from O is 80 degrees west of north. So these two changed. So, because for the direction, we can go counterclockwise, but on a bearing, you cannot. You have to go clockwise. So that's basically the difference between the two. And another little bit, a bearing is used to represent the direction of one point relative to another. So, for example, this is A. We call it A, and we're calling this B. So, the bearing of A from B is 55 degrees. And the bearing of B from A is 240. All right? And it's always measured from the horizontal plane here. Okay? All right. Now I have two word problems. The first one's a direction one, and the second one is a bearing one. So we have a sailboat that is sails from a certain point in this direction. So it's sailing in the direction west 30 degrees of north. So basically, I'm going up here. I'm sailing. Let me make it better. Okay. Gotta get a little closer. Okay. So I'm going up here, and it's 30 degrees here. So this is your north, south, east, west. Okay? So it's, after it sailed for 20 kilometers, this is 20 kilometers. All right, some point here. How far west is it? So I'm going to put this. How far west? So we're going from there. So this is what we're looking for, that west part. I'm going to make a triangle here. And basically, you need to know that alternate complementary angles are congruent. So this angle here is going to be 30 degrees after I make my triangle. All right? So basically, I want to find x. And if this is my 30, then I have, I'm looking for x. I'm going to use sine of 30 is opposite. So opposite of that is x over my hypotenuse, which is 20 degrees. You cross multiply, you get 20. No, it's not 20 degrees. It's just 20 kilometers. Okay, so 20 times sine of 30 equals x. We know sine of 30 degrees is 1/2. So 1/2 of 20 is 10. So it would be 10 kilometers. The boat is 10 kilometers west of the port. Okay, so that's a direction one. We didn't have to worry about going clockwise or anything like that. The next one's more of a bearing problem. Okay, the cyclist travels 10 kilometers south, due south. So basically, let me write down these. These are north, south. So up, down, right, left, east, west. Okay, so we're starting at the origin here, just for a reference point. And she goes down south for 10 kilometers. Then she heads 8 kilometers east. I'm going to put 8 here. All right, and we want to know the bearing from our starting point to the nearest degree. So basically, I'm going to make my triangle here. All right, and find this angle here, because then I can find this part, which is the bearing part to this angle. All right, so basically, if I'm looking for this angle, I have opposite over adjacent. So I'm going to use tan of theta, some angle, is 8 over 10. And to find the angle, you take the inverse of tan. I need 4/5 or 8/10. So theta is approximately 39 degrees. So this is 39 degrees. Now, to find this angle, you should know that this whole thing here is 180. So we're just going to take 180 degrees minus 39 degrees, and that gives you 141 degrees. I don't like how I drew this, so let me get rid of that. All right. So anyway, so basically the answer is the cyclist is 140, the cyclist bearing is 141 degrees approximately away from her starting point. All right. Now the next, I think 3 or 4 videos I'm going to do are basically bearing problems. So I just wanted to give you an introduction here so I can do harder bearing problems on the next videos. Thank you, and I hope you all have a nice day. Bye-bye.